Good morning, everybody. Molly Suidolnik here. I am one of the co-owners of CrossFit Instinct along with my wonderful fiance, Tim Hahn. I just thought it would be good to address some common myths that we have in the CrossFit world, even outside of the CrossFit world, and talk about those and maybe see if I can get some feedback from you guys. If you comment and you're watching live, I can actually see what you're saying right up on the screen. So please feel free to send me any comments or questions or ideas you might have that I could address for you. So I'll just go ahead and start off with the first one. I think one of the most common myths that I've heard about CrossFit or getting started in general would be that you need to be in shape to start. I have a lot of people come in and ask questions about getting started with CrossFit and what they need to do, and a lot of them say, hey, I don't feel like I'm in good enough shape to come in and start. Let me take a few months and try to get in better shape before I come in and see you guys and get started. And I think really the sooner that you can get started, the better. A lot of people do find they have limitations with some mobility issues or have nutritional questions, or maybe could just be training more effectively. So you might as well get in as soon as possible in order to get that journey started and not delay it any longer. I could guarantee you every single client of ours would probably say they wish they would have started sooner, and myself included. The second thing I'd like to address is a lot of people think that CrossFit is only for younger people or people who are athletes or athletics, and again, that's completely not true. We've had a lot of people come in who would consider themselves never to be athletic in their entire life. We've had people who've never played sports, who've never even worked out before in their life. We've had people who've maybe only played sports recreationally. And we've had people who've only done cardio classes before. We've had all types of range of people come in, and the beauty of CrossFit is that it's scalable to any fitness level. So no matter where you're starting from, we have a starting point for you. Our goal is not to get someone in here and make you feel uncomfortable or like this isn't something you could do, because this is something for everyone, and we want everybody to feel like they're a part of it and are able to do this. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if we've got any comments so far. So far, so good. But really, this is for anyone. We've had little teeny tiny kids come in and try this out, and we've also had, I think our oldest client is 85 years old, so it ranges. We've had underweight people, overweight people, we've had muscular people, and everyone in between, and really there's something out there for everybody, no matter what you're good at or what you're bad at. That's one thing I love about this, is there's such a wide variety of things that we do. Everybody's going to find something that they like to do or are more comfortable with, and you're also going to find things that you want to improve, which is fun and some great motivation to have. Thanks, Pick, for that. Let's see, another thing that I've heard is, especially from the medical side of things, is that, or the athletic trainer side of things, is that we see a lot of injuries from CrossFit. And I would like to address that, because I think a lot of the injuries that you do see pop up with people, they really aren't directly related to CrossFit. A lot of times it's something that happened back years and years ago with some sports people have played, or just old injuries that they've dealt with from accidents, strains, sprains, things like that. CrossFit really does a good job of exposing what your body's able to do. We do such a wide range of movements and really learn about where you're strong, where you're weak, where you might have some inflexibilities. So what that really does is expose what's going on in your body. So a lot of times when things do come up with people, they're pre-existing issues that are being brought to the surface. The next thing I would like to address is something I've seen in the CrossFit community that really makes me sad, is that some people think that what we're doing or what they're doing is the thing to do, the best thing to do, and really that's not the case at all. Our mindset is that if people are moving, they're working out, and they're enjoying themselves, getting healthier, then they're on the right track. It doesn't matter if this is from walking, maybe they're doing marathons, maybe it's Zumba, roller skating, pole dancing. I know some of you guys out there, no matter what it is, it's good. You're moving, you're using your body, you're getting healthier. So I hate to see other powerlifters put down CrossFitters or CrossFitters put down bodybuilders. We're all in the same community of trying to be healthy and getting ourselves to be better people. So why put each other down? Another thing in the CrossFit world is that we really respect every type of exercise, because what our goal is not to be the best at any one thing, but to just be okay at a lot of things. So we have a ton of respect for people who specialize in, maybe it's powerlifting, bodybuilding, Olympic lifting, because that takes so much dedication to commit to one thing, where we kind of get to play around and do a bunch of things at once. So we have a ton of respect for people doing other things as a form of their exercise, and we actually encourage all of the CrossFitters to get out there and try new sports, try different exercise routines. That's what it's all about, is being versatile. So we appreciate it all. Let's see, the other thing, and this goes more towards constant or current CrossFitters, or even just people training. I think a lot of people have this misconception that we're PRing all the time, or that which a PR is a personal record, so improving your performance nonstop, which is the case a lot of times at the beginning. You will see people have new records set all the time and continuously seeing improvements, but I'll tell you, over the years, it really starts to slow down, and you have to look for improvements in your movement more so than reps, your time, your weight, because in the long run, the more perfect the movement is, the better you're going to be able to sustain and see some positive changes. So I've been doing this for around 8 years now, and let me tell you, a 2-pound PR, a 5-pound PR, a 3-second record is a big deal and something to be celebrated, no matter where you're at in the stage of the game. They really start to come far and few between the longer you get into it, so you have to start to appreciate even just maintaining where you're at and seeing small improvements over time. Let's see, I've got some comments up here. Caroline, that's a great one. The myth of always being really intense and complicated, and I think it can appear that way, and maybe some people appreciate that, but just like you need a balance of rest days with your days that you are working hard, you do need a balance of the hard days when you come in the gym. We like to call them red face CrossFit days, where you leave here and you have a red face all day from this intense workout you've done. But there's also an importance of having a balance of the days that maybe you're solely focusing on technique, lightweight, and really taking away such the physical side of it so that your body can repair. And you do want to be able to train in all of those different areas. I saw one from Leah Jones about pregnant people. I think if you are already a current CrossFitter or person who's working out and in good shape, usually a good rule of thumb is to try to just maintain your fitness and not try to go above and beyond. At the beginning, as your pregnancy goes on, you're definitely going to have to start to pull back the reins on the intensity, the weightlifting, and even a lot of the movements. But that doesn't mean you have to stop. We've had several, actually more than several, quite a few women who've gone full-term pregnancy, and they've definitely scaled things down and listened to their bodies and quit, not coming quite as often, but they have continued to CrossFit and do all these movements throughout their pregnancy and have had a very quick recovery. They come back in the gym and really get back to where they were pretty quickly. And every single one of them have told me that this has greatly benefited them throughout their pregnancy, throughout giving birth, and afterwards too. So it's definitely a benefit. If you are pregnant and looking to start CrossFit, that also is a possibility, but again, we would try to maintain what level of fitness you have coming in the door. So we're not going to try to get you a whole lot fitter while you're here. So it's just kind of keeping you moving and keeping you safe. Let me see what else people have on here. Actually, Zach, I have not done Fran in a very long time and need to redo it. So I have no idea. I can't even tell you. Let's see some other ones. Spike ball, Brett, that is wonderful. Again, a fun thing to stay active. I actually saw a video of some regional athletes playing spike ball before their snatch event, and I think that's just great because it gets the heart rate up, you're laughing, you're having fun, it's great hand-eye coordination. The more you guys can have fun with your fitness, the better. Let me see what else. Sorry, pardon my finger. Pick, I don't know about that. If my Fran time's better than yours, you're a beast. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to have a Fran off and see. I'll give you guys another minute. If you've got anything else to say, I'd like to address it. Got Hank up there saying white men can't jump. I think plenty of you guys have proved that, including Hank. I think every single person has the potential to jump as high as you want and higher than you've ever thought possible. Let's see. Anything else out here? Well, if you guys have anything else, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that addressed maybe some questions or issues that you guys have ever had come up. Let's see. Caroline wants to know the most important lesson I've learned from CrossFit. That's a really tough question. I don't know. I think one thing I've really learned with CrossFit, this is more the beginning for me, was I came from kind of a background of working out based on looks. I was trying to really attain a certain look, and that was my whole purpose for working out. And once I started doing CrossFit, I started to chase more of my performance. I wanted to squat heavier, I wanted to run faster. And that totally changed my whole mindset on nutrition and everything. Instead of eating to have abs or working out to see, better bicep definition, I started to train solely to have a better performance in the gym. And what I found was that I was eating to fuel myself and get better performance, which in turn started to make my body look the way that I always had wanted it to be. So just by focusing on what I was doing in the gym completely changed my whole mindset on how I felt about my body, how I felt about nutrition, and it took the focus completely away from that, which was so nice for me because I've had some eating disorder issues in the past, and I really think CrossFit has helped me overcome that because it completely takes the focus off of how you look. You'll see some people, everybody looks so completely different in the gym, and it's so hard to pinpoint what someone's good at based off of what they look like because everybody looks so amazing and is able to perform so well. And no matter what you look like, you get respect because of your performance. So you won't see any big mirrors up in here because we just focus on what you can do. We have a lot more respect for a good back squat or a good 400 run time as opposed to some abs. So another thing, Chris Pickford, not a community, or it's a community, not a cult. I think that's very true too. I think the cult idea comes from kind of what I've talked about earlier, that we could be closed-minded when really we're so accepting of what everyone else is doing. And I think our gym, we're lucky. We have some of the most friendly people in Springfield here and feel really lucky to have all of our members here. Whenever we have a traveler or a new person in class, everybody goes out of their way to say hello and make them feel welcome. And I really appreciate all of you guys, all of our members, for being so welcoming and friendly to everybody. Tim and I are just beyond lucky to have all of you guys here, and you make us want to come back to work every day because we enjoy being around you guys so much, and you're all so much fun. Let's see. Leanna, I did earlier address the injury issue with CrossFit, but just to touch on that again, if you weren't watching, I think CrossFit does a really good job of exposing maybe areas in your body that aren't up to par, so to speak, if you've got some flexibility issues or old nagging injuries, because you will get such a great range of motion in here. We're going to really assess how your body moves. That's going to bring up some of those issues. So where they're not really injuries from CrossFit, a lot of it is just exposed through CrossFit. Amanda, thank you for that comment. I love that. She says initially she was aesthetically driven, and once she changed her focus on the training component and improving her weaknesses, she now enters the gym with another purpose. And I think this is great, and that's not only for, I think it's more common with women to feel that way, but I know for men too, there's a lot of pressure to look good, and there's that whole dad bod thing going on a while ago. But when you start to focus on the performance, magic starts to happen, and you really see what you've always wanted without even having to directly chase it. So hi, Shay. All right, guys. Well, I think that is good for now. This ended up going way longer than I expected. We'll keep doing some of these videos, and if you guys ever have ideas or questions or comments, please send them to me. I'd love some feedback and some ideas to keep this going. But thanks for joining, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Bye, guys.